very excited to have, while shooting Panic in Needle Park, an actor that I think you're all going to come to know and love over the years. I'm going to go ahead and make that prediction now, as I've seen a little bit of this man's work, and thank you very much, Mr. Pacino, for being here today.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. It's great to be here.
Yeah. And now I understand that you're auditioning for The Godfather. I know there's a talk about De Niro and a whole bunch of other people.
Well, Bobby De Niro, I mean, he's a great actor. I mean, he's marvelous. Francis Coppola, who's a friend, has approached me about doing a screen test for the. Are you familiar with the novel?
Yeah, I did read the novel.
It's a great book.
Page 27, my friend and I, growing up, would read to each other on the phone as 12-year-olds. It was about Sonny banging at the wedding.
Right, and I'm sure Andy Garcia will play that child someday.
Right. I'll tell you a funny story, too. Yeah. He'll be mad at me for telling this, but I'll tell it anyway. Sylvester Stallone, he lives up we're like in a gated community. He lives over there. And he wasn't invited. I would have invited him, but we had about maybe 40, 50 people there, you know, and I had my children. I said, you can invite one friend, and, you know, Oprah Winfrey, different people were there. And the security, they had security helicopters like it was the president. Yeah. They're like, Mr. Washington, Rocky's out front. He's pacing. he's like looking in the gate. I said, he's like, should we let him in? I'm like, yeah, let Sylvester come in. Yeah. They said he was outside looking sad, like, man. Can you see Rocky?
Yo, Mr. Mandela, how you doing?
Mr. Mandela, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? Yo, Adrian. It's Mandela here. It's Mandela over here.
He said, how many films do you do a year? And I said, I don't know, it depends, you know, maybe 3. He said, too much. I said, what do you mean too much? He said, we only have so many faces in our pockets. You know, and I thought, you got it. It makes sense, man.
Morgan Freeman told a story on the show that he was doing that when Danny Glover had seen Shawshank Redemption and had come to him to tell him how much he enjoyed Shawshank Redemption. And he walks up to Morgan and he goes, Morgan, I gotta tell you, man, I just saw that movie last week. You were so good in the Shrimp production. Morgan, I'm sorry, the Shrimp? You're telling me I'm in the Shrimp production? You were so good in the Shrimp production. Shrimp reduction. It's okay. And Morgan, the Shrimp reduction. I was not aware that I did 2 movies last year. I did.
Oh my God, that's the
reduction. And then here's Jordan Peele's, and I'll let you do your Danny. I know I'm tripling up. So Jordan Peele's Danny Glover. This is Jordan Peele's Danny Glover that he did in a 2-man show about 20 years ago. Riggs. No. Wait. Riggs. There's a bomb on my dick.
Strasbourg's full of shit. It's full of good sense memory.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, welcome to Australia.
It's great to be here, Ray.
All right, so how does it feel to be the star of a Batman and Robin film?
Well, it's funny, you know, when you're a little boy, you know, and you think what sort of work you do when you get older. You don't think for a minute that you play this great movie villain.
So was it difficult going from the Terminator to Mr. Freeze?
Well, it's
I mean, they're 2 very different characters, aren't they?
Well, it's funny, you know, it's quite hilarious, really, you know, because this Joel Schumacher rang me up and he say, Arnold, we have Uma and Alicia and George Clooney and Chris O'Donnell, you know, and they all play in this movie. And I think that's a great opportunity to play a villain who is a baddie, but at the same time it's not a meanie.
Because Anthony Hopkins, who I would imagine you would respect, says he's a rebel, he's on fire, he's a crazy man.
He's a rebel, he's on fire, he's crazy. Yeah.
He says it just like that?
Yes. He's a maverick. Do you think? And he said to me, we were doing Dracula, and he said to me, he said, you remind me of me 20 years ago.
That's what Tommy Lee Jones said to me too. He said he couldn't sanction my buffoonery.
He couldn't?
He couldn't sanction my buffoonery.
What movie is this?
Batman. That's when we did Batman together.
Wait, you're the star, though.
I was the star, yeah. That was the problem. It was at a restaurant, and you know, the maitre d' said, "Oh, Tommy, I hear you're working with Tommy Lee Jones. He's over in the corner having dinner." And I went over, and I said, "Oh, yeah, great." I went over, and I said, "Hey, Tommy, how you doing?" Like that, and the blood just drained from his face, like he had been thinking about me 24 hours.
You'd already done the movie.
He was just fucking no. It was before the biggest scene we have together in the movie, and the blood just drained from his face, and he started shaking, and he got up and he went like this. He must have been in mid-kill me fantasy or something like that. He was like like this, and he went like to hug me, and he said, "I hate you." I really don't like you, like that. and I said, "Gee, man, what's the problem?" Like that. And I pulled up a chair, which probably wasn't smart. And he said, "I cannot sanction your buffoonery."
Thank you for watching the Matt's Movie Reviews channel. Please subscribe for more reviews, podcast interviews, and exclusive content. Also, if you would like to request a review and support my work, please join my Patreon via the link in the description below.